Uh,
My niggas hustle from first to first.
oh yeah, baby, it's your boy Live Wire, and I'm back in the motherfucking building with my boy Mike. What it
Yo,
is,
Captain,
bruh?
man, what's up, man? Chilling, good.
Yeah,
Out here
so
driving past the Caucus, I'm past the biggest mall right now that they building in Jersey. It's right next to the MetLife Stadium.
oh okay,
This shit is fucking
you
big as hell, dog.
oh so you driving past our way and shit.
Yeah, this shit looks crazy.
Oh, okay, oh, that's what's up. But yeah, the big talk of the last couple of days is fucking Scalebound and how it's been canceled. And I'll just you know what? I gave my thoughts on it. I want to hear your thoughts first, and then we'll discuss like what the community is saying as far as their feelings on the cancellation and whatnot. So yeah, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I just people are blaming Microsoft for the cancellation of the game because of the development cycle. It's been 4 years and the game hasn't been up to snuff as far as Microsoft is concerned. People are complaining and saying, well, there are other games that had a development cycle that were longer. You look at games like what is it, like Final Fantasy 15, which started as Versus, and it took like 10 years to make. And then you got The Last Guardian, that also took a long ass time to make. And what's the difference between those games and this games? The difference is Microsoft don't play that shit. Microsoft like Gator. Microsoft ain't never been about that shit, man. y'all, you guys are getting pissed because Microsoft doesn't want to shell over more money for this game to get finished. Now, let me explain something to you. I don't know if you guys know about the development cycle of Platinum Games, but it doesn't really take that long for them to make games. Like, for instance, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That game was in development forever over at Kojima Studios. They couldn't figure out how to really on the engine that they had. So they had a little conversation with Platinum going back and forth, and Kojima let them pretty much develop their game. And it took a year. They took the concepts that they already had over at Kojima, and it took a year for them to make Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which to me is still one of my favorite games from the last generation systems. It was a little bit short, but it took only a year to make, but still, it was a great game. I think Bayonetta probably take probably 2 years to make. And that's a phenomenal game. So when you look at their development cycle, even things like Transformers and the most recent Ninja Turtles, I think it took like maybe from 6 months to a year for them to games. So I don't understand why they're taking 4 years to make this game. Like, and then Microsoft just keep giving them money, and after a while, you want to get some in your project. That's with anything. I don't know if you guys know how business works, but if I'm paying you to do a service and the service is not getting done, after a while, you're not going to pay me no more. You're going to be pissed. You're going to say, hey, I'm not going to give this guy any more money because he's not doing I paid him to do. I'll put it like this. You go to work and just sit around, don't do no work. And you tell me if your boss gonna give you a fucking paycheck. Hell no.
Maybe like hold up, hold up. Maybe like hold up, son, hold up. You ain't do your work, and I need you to finish this. You said I brought you in here to do a job. You're not doing the job. Wait. I'm gonna do it. But what I need you to do is let me sit around here a little bit longer, so I have more time to do it. Bitch, I already been paying you to do it. No. But what you gotta understand is, I had to take a vacation. It's shit been stressful. Listen, man, I've been working on these home projects that have nothing to do with the fuck you're doing, but them shit got me backlogged, and so I had to put your shit on the back burner. I'm just gonna be honest. I wasn't really fucking with your shit right, so I just need more time. More than likely, what's gonna happen?
I think the biggest problem was communication. So, because if you guys are having this type of problem that you can't get the game done to where people are having nervous breakdowns and all types of stuff like that, you need to talk to Microsoft and say, hey, listen, we're a smaller studio. We we need a little bit of extra hands over here. You know, they probably could have helped you guys out with the development cycle. But to sit there and just money and not putting out no product, and at the same time you doing other games, because in between that time,
yeah, they was
this has
doing
been going
mad
on for 4
games.
years.
They was doing mad games.
I'm not no Bayonetta came out before. Bayonetta 2 came out before, but they put out Transformers and
Well, they've been working on Scalebound since 2011 or some shit like that.
okay. But see, that's my thing. Like, so y'all put out let's look at the games they put out since then. They put out Transformers. They put out Ninja Turtles. Yeah. And then Nier Automata was about to come out, which, now this is the thing, Nier Automata is supposedly an open world game. Scalebound is not. Why the hell is an open world game that started after Scalebound finished before it? That don't make no damn sense. And I know there's different game director and producer, because I know they have different directors for different games. But my thing is, if you knew that you cannot deliver on the product, you say something. You call Microsoft and say, hey, listen, we're getting, this schedule is loading us up, you know, we're taking a hit. But no, they sat here and they kept getting money and they kept their mouth closed, because I think it was a cash grab to them. I don't think they really gave a fuck. I think they was using Microsoft to get bread. And they know Microsoft is good at cutting their losses. They're not going to take them to court. So they got off scot-free.
Yeah, Microsoft, they usually don't take, I mean, I guess they could, but at this point, it's like, is it worth it? It's going to be bad press. We're going to look like the bad guys, picking on the little guys. So it's like, you know.
And I like Platinum. I'm not shit talking Platinum. Love their games, and that's what's pissing me off the most. But I knew it was a problem from watching it when it first debuted at E3. I said, oh, you know, it looks great. It had a little frame rate issues. To the second time they showed it, I said, man, they just look like they just cut out of the game. And now that makes sense, because they were just fucking, they were like dicking around. Like, what the hell are you guys doing with all this money that we're giving?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The crazy thing is, like, 4 years is a long fucking time, man, to not show. Like, they really must have been putting that shit on the back burner. Like, you would have thought they had a dedicated team just working on the game, but for the simple fact that you're talking about 4 years, even for a small team, 4 years is a long time. A lot of time for a fucking game, man.
The average person spends in college.
Yeah.
And after that, they supposedly earn a degree. Sometimes you do a year or two afterwards. But you would be at a point that, okay, you would have a couple of credits to go. If you spent 4 years in college and you ain't got shit done, nigga, what's the point of staying there? Take your ass home. You're done.
Yeah. But you know what?
No, that's like financial aid. We just gonna keep giving you money. You've been in school for fucking 4 years and you got 2 credits. Come on, man. They ain't gonna do that.
They'd be like, what you do? Well, I completed all my electives, but what about your major? Yeah, I didn't start on that shit yet. I ain't really start on it. But look at my electives though, man. I got all C's and B's in that bitch.
I'm like, yo, I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know how much money Microsoft lost, but I know it was millions of dollars. And I'm like, I know you guys didn't spend. I know y'all didn't spend freaking $200 million on tentacle porn. So where the fuck is the bread at?
Yeah, who knows how much money they spent? I mean, they might have. Let's say they sunk about 80 mil in this project, because fucking video games are expensive to make. So that's about a reasonable amount of money. And it's, you know what this shit seems to me though? I'm not saying that this is what happens, but it seems like they use Microsoft money to fund other projects that they were doing.
Hell yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yo, Matter of fact, somebody else was doing that shit. I forgot. Oh my
Fucking
gosh.
Gearbox. They did that shit with Colonial Marines.
Yep, that's exactly what them fuckers did. I'm like, damn, bro. And it makes sense because you got to think about it. Even with the IPs that they had, like Transformers and Ninja Turtles, I doubt they got as much money from them, from Activision, as they got from Microsoft. I'm pretty sure Microsoft was the biggest paycheck they ever got.
Yep. And it's like, man, see, this is the type of shit that make Microsoft not want to fuck with the Japanese, man. This shit,
Exactly. Yo, this shit is annoying.
It's like, oh, we're gonna fuck
Because
you because you're an American company, and we don't really fuck with y'all like that.
yeah,
Even though we shook hands and all that shit, but fuck that.
And the thing is, I keep telling y'all, they don't fuck with America like that, but y'all don't want to hear it because y'all be like, oh, well, Sony does this. You keep forgetting, Sony is a Japanese company.
Yeah. And the other thing is they always talk about how Sony has all these exclusives. They don't have exclusives. They just don't bring the game to Xbox. It's not a true exclusive. They don't buy that license, or they don't buy the ability to keep it exclusive. Those Japanese companies that don't bring those games to Xbox, they're not forced to keep it to Sony. They just choose not to. And shit is crazy, man. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, it just seems like, people are just sitting there thinking like, oh, well, the game is however far along in development. It's been 4 years, but see, it's been they've been working on development for 4 years, but we don't know how much of those 4 years they've actually been working on the game, because it just doesn't seem like if a game is 4 years in and is that close to being done, Microsoft's not going to just cancel the game. So that means that these fuckers aren't even nowhere near as far as finishing the game. So they basically been bullshitting for the last couple of years, and this shit is a shit show right now, man. Unfortunately, it just seems like I don't know, man. Microsoft just got fucked by Platinum Games. Basically stole money, and like my bro said, it's like they're not gonna sit here and sue these people for basically wasting their time and their money on this game that they promised that they're not going to deliver, and the simple fact that people are like, well, why did they cancel it? I mean, what's the point of keeping the game if they're not going to fucking make it? They out here just trying to fucking leech off of Microsoft and shit. That's basically what they're doing. Like you're not fucking producing. Like, why am I fucking paying you? Like, imagine going into work. All you did was, it was like they hired you for something. You started it, but say the project got stalled, right? The project got stalled, and now all you're doing is sitting at your desk every day, fucking surfing the internet, and fucking you got your camera off. All right.
I don't know how to turn that.
It was off before. I can't. Yeah, there you go. Because it's distracting. But yeah, I mean, it's like they're just fucking around bullshitting. Like, I'm not gonna pay you to sit at your computer all day.
Face, nigga. They love to see my face, baby.
All right.
So they love to see my face, baby.
But it's like they like, people are just like, well, they should just fund it. Just give them the money. Just throw it at them, and hopefully they'll finish it. You don't know how far along they are. Shit, they could be like another 2-3 years away. What if it's another 4 years? Like, that shit would be crazy, yo. You telling me that this game that was slated to come out in 2015 comes out in 2020? That's just crazy, yo.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, certain games I understand, like what is it? Cyber.
Yeah, but so those are in-house games, though. That's the thing that a lot of these people don't understand. They think that just because it's just because it's Microsoft's funding it, they could just say, okay, start, stop here and there, whenever. But that's not the case.
Yeah, that's what they don't understand. They think because it's an exclusive. Remember, Final Fantasy is not an exclusive to Sony. You know, even if it was only coming out on PlayStation, it's not like an exclusive like.
Well, they don't own it, so
Yeah, it's not like they're funding it. You know what I mean? Like Microsoft was promoting Scalebound. Like this is this is one of their big titles. So Microsoft is behind it. They have their money behind it. Something like Last Guardian, they didn't have no big money behind it. You know, this was a small
no,
studio.
I was a fan. Yeah, it was a small studio. It didn't cost them a lot. So even if they're in developmental hell, and we know for a fact Last Guardian wasn't being made for like 10 years. They basically threw that bitch on the shelf for a long time, and then came out E3 when they didn't have any fucking games, and then said we'll finish it, and then that's what you got, The Last Guardian, the buggy piece of shit it is. But to be honest, Last Guardian is no different than Scalebound. I mean not Scalebound, fucking Recore. You know, the game. The only difference is one game they basically stalled and then finished after 8 years, and then the other one they just did in a year and a half or whatever, however long it took Recore to be made. You know.
Hey, I just want y'all to know. He said that not
what?
Same as Recore.
I'm just saying, Recore, it wasn't polished like it could have been. It's not. I mean, look, it didn't cost that much to make, so it's not. It is what it is. You know, could they have kept it in development and tried to make it more polished? Sure, but I don't know if Microsoft is sitting there thinking like, all right, let's make the best looking Recore game we could possibly can, and then watch these people not buy it. Like I think that's the issue. If people were buying these exclusives like that, I don't think there would be that much hesitation as far as like whether or not they're wasting money. Let's put it this way: if people were buying exclusive, maybe they would have put up with more of this Platinum's bullshit. Maybe, but at the same time, we don't know how far along in development they've gone. So the simple fact that they just took 4 years is a fucking long time. Like, what people are asking? They're basically asking somebody to be like, yo, man, they're talking to the girl, and they've been dating for like 4 years, and these whole 4 years, it started off great, and people thought the shit was going to be amazing, and it was a wonderful relationship, and then they turn around 4 years later, and they realize, well, this shit ain't what I thought it was going to be. But so now you're basically sitting there like, man, am I going to shit or get off the pot? Are we getting married? Or are we fucking breaking up? What's going on? And gamers are sitting here.
Oh shit!
Gamers are sitting here talking about let's get married. Be like, bitch, you don't even like this motherfucker. What the fuck?
You better put a ring on it.
Be like, yeah, well, look, man, if we get the bitch pregnant, maybe I'll like her better. Like, what? What? Oh shit, y'all wild, man. And some people are just like, well, at least we have an IP. Yeah, what's the fucking point of having an IP that nobody gives a fuck about if it comes out bad? Like Scalebound is dope if it's dope, but if it comes out and it's a shitty game, then what's the point of even? Game. Yeah, like you're gonna spend $80 million for a shitty game? Why? Why would you do that?
Because that's all y'all gonna say when it come out. Like, oh man, I waited all this long for this game. This game is a piece of shit. Because y'all shitting on fucking Final Fantasy right now. Oh, this game is ass.
Yeah, it was hot when it first came out, though.
Yeah, but it's not because it's not up to the standard that y'all thought. That is fucking trash. So it's like you can't win for losing, man. Like it's just
man. Sometimes you gotta cut your losses. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You can't just be like, well, you know what? It's like they think this shit is like the lotto. Be like, yeah, man, I know I lost I lost a grand, but fuck it. I'm gonna put another grand in. Hopefully, I look up. Like what? Like, bitch, you just gonna lose another grand. What the fuck is wrong with you? Be like, nah, man, I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky. You know. And
your luck done ran out.
Yeah, and then you know the other thing is like, look, man, the Xbox and the PlayStation are two different experiences. Everybody, look, man, by now people should know Xbox is where the people play multiplayer. Like me and you were just talking about that shit yesterday as far as the single player games. We struggle with fucking playing single player games because a lot of times we just want to fucking get into the action of the multiplayer. Like, I'm not even paying attention to the story. That's what my biggest issue with Shadow of Mordor is. I don't give a fuck about the story. I just want to fucking play the game, and it's just like, in order for really you really to be able to play the game, you got to pay attention to the fucking story. And it's just like, it's like pulling teeth with me, man. I just want to just jump in something, you know. But I don't know. On PlayStation, it's just those games live. They have more of a presence there because I don't, you know. I know PlayStation games like single player. I mean, PlayStation gamers like single player games more than Xbox gamers. I don't know why that is. It's just, it is what it is. You know?
I mean, I like the story of Shadow of Mordor because I'm more of a Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah, see, but then at the same time, I like Aliens Isolation. You haven't even played it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but yeah, I can't because Aliens to me is like, well, I'm a film guy, so like I like Aliens in film. I don't know, certain games is just like, I'll get around to playing it, but it's just like Outlast. I try to play Outlast, scary game and shit, but it might not be my cup of tea.
Yeah, I'm trying to fuck with it. I'm trying to fuck with it. But
yeah, I'm trying, but I be getting mad. Like, to me, it's like I gotta fuck with them more. Maybe the controls aren't good, or maybe I'm just not good at the controls. That's what I'm thinking, because I'm still trying to put the closest game to that is Resident Evil 7, like the Resident Evil 7 demo. So I'm trying to base it off of that, but it's not really the same.
Nah, one Resident Evil demo is more. I don't know. It's a different atmosphere. Like, I don't know. It's just different.
Yo, I got this iPhone is a piece of shit. It really is. Like, I'm sitting here like, the shit just told me, yo, it overheated and was like, it kicked me off. That's why I got cut off. Like, the fucking phone just shut off. It was like, oh, it's overheating.
What? I never even heard no shit like that.
Yeah, this is not the first time it happened. Like, it actually, and when I say overheating, it doesn't mean like it's overheating because of performance. I mean, I had it because it's in the truck and it's sitting on the dashboard, and the dashboard is hot. Why? I do not know. Fuck. So it kind of just shut me off.
Yeah,
now I can't even use my GPS. I'm in the middle of like nowhere, Fucksburg, New York, and shit. Oh my god,
that's just crazy.
Let me pull over, get my GPS working. I don't want the fucking cops fucking with me.
Yeah, but
I'm already a black man. It's a fucking strike against me and
shit. No problems.
I'm a black man. I'm a black man that looks like a Middle Eastern. It's not good for me in New York.
They're all confused. They be like, we don't know we'll shoot you just in case, because we gotta know if you know where the fucking bombs are. That's exactly what these motherfuckers think. Like, yo, that shit would be crazy when didn't they kill some black dude like a couple weeks before, but then those bombs in Boston and they wounded him. I was like, ain't this some bullshit? This motherfucker killed people.
Oh, you said what I say? What happened?
Yeah, remember there was like, I can't remember who died. It was some black dude that died in fucking somewhere. Like weeks before the that Boston Marathon last year. Was it last year or the year before?
Oh,
Whatever the
okay.
fuck it was.
No, this is a while. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember them wounding the guy. One guy they killed because he was wilding out. He was just straight up wilding. But the other dude they wounded. I was like, man, this is some bullshit, man. He fucking killed people. They didn't even fucking shoot his ass. Like that should be crazy. That was just some wild, some black dude wilding. They would have shot that motherfucker in the head and went and got donuts.
Well, I still think it's crazy about the whole thing that happened to the kid. Gun.
Oh, that shit in
Like,
Chicago was stupid, yo.
because the crazy thing is they was like, yo, the nigga got shot with for holding a toy gun.
Oh, you mean the
No,
Cleveland? Yeah, Cleveland was wild.
No, actually, what the shit that happened with the kid was fucked up. But it was another guy. He was in Walmart supposedly, and they shot his ass in Walmart because he had a pellet gun.
What?
He wasn't
They sell
waving
that
the gun.
shit?
Yo, that's the crazy thing. They were like, yo, first of all, the state he was in an open carry state.
Mm.
He wasn't pointing a gun at nobody. He wasn't doing shit. He just had the gun on him. The cops came in and shot this nigga in the back. Like, they didn't even say nothing. They just like, bang, bang. Like, what the fuck? Nigga's dangerous out here to be a nigga, man.
Man, that shit is crazy.
Okay, my GPS is back and working and shit. That's good.
All right. But yeah, man.
I said I ain't want these niggas running up on me. Every time they ask for my license, they be like, license? And it's fucked up because of my license. I have my head cut bald and I got a fucking like beard and shit. Like, Michael, huh? That's an unusual name. I'm like, no, not really. It's like the most usual name. Oh, you mean unusual for a Muslim? Yes, probably. But or Middle Eastern. Sorry to my
man. It's like
there and shit.
Niggas out here damage controlling now. Shit's crazy. Like Microsoft got to put out all reports. It's like Microsoft got to put out a report on every single game that's coming out for Xbox. Like they just leaking shit. Be like, look, man, it's just still coming. God damn.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Yo, but cats are like, yo, I was hearing cats talk about, man, I don't even know if I want to even see E3 because they're gonna show games they might fucking cancel. I'm like, God damn, son, you sound real fucking depressed right now.
Yo, I told you because they love Japanese games. That was the only Japanese game that they had coming, and these niggas was like, yo, I'm fucking with it and shit. Which I understand because Japan has never really had like an action RPG of that scale. I mean, no, that's not true because fucking Final Fantasy is an action RPG now.
Oh shit! Hold on.
And they've had others like the Tale series. I think the Tale series came to Xbox 360.
So it was some fucking. I thought it was some real shit. I gotta take my car to the shop, man. Gotta get my window wiper shit fixed, but.
You know, it's crazy. I got no insurance, man.
Geico
just called me. Yeah, Geico was like, "Yo, you ain't got no." Well, I have insurance, but it's about to be up and shit because I don't like paying my bills.
Oh, you don't do your auto? I do auto pay, son. I don't even fuck with it no more. At first I didn't, but at this point I'm just like, fuck it. Auto pay.
I mean, I would do auto pay, but sometimes I like to be like a hermit, a vagabond, and just quit a job and just walk around barefoot for like a couple of months and shit, and then come back to society. Because you gotta cleanse your system of this social media shit, man. Like it's a lot of shit. It just hangs on you. It's very disgusting. So you gotta just like sometimes cleanse yourself. Like, yo, I gotta shake this shit off.
Yeah. Right? But my question. So going back to Scalebound, if they do decide to make the game, what do you think they should do as far as getting it made? Obviously, Platinum ain't gonna be the people doing it because they ain't fucking with them again. It's a wrap.
To be honest, the way the game is made, I can't really see any American company developing it, which probably would happen because Microsoft they're probably pissed right now and they don't want to deal with any Japanese developers. They're probably burned after this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
because to me, if I was to say another company, I would probably say the guys that made, because I know Capcom did Dragon's Dogma. I would think those guys would probably be cool at making it. But I don't know if it was Capcom internally that made the game or if they outsourced it because, you know, Capcom was out. They like to outsource. in the recent years.
Yeah, it's true.
But
Microsoft
man,
has a decent relationship with those dudes.
I mean, but even if it wasn't a if not a Japanese company, it might be like a European company. So like, where's Ninja Theory from?
I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember. I know they're not Japan. They're not Japan. I know that for certain
I'm not
because
sure.
it was a lot of stink. It was a lot of stink when they did the Devil May Cry. I didn't have a problem with the cry. I mean, I didn't like the look of Dante per se, but my biggest problem was that it wasn't 60 frames per second, just because it could be played at 60. That's just how it's supposed to be played. It's like fighting games or shooting games. You want the frame rate to be the fastest it can be
All right, so
in any type of.
I'm showing. I think they did Enslaved Odyssey,
I
Heavenly
didn't. Oh
Father,
God, that shit was
Heavenly
whack.
Blade,
For
and
some
Devil May Cry.
people really like that enslaved game. That shit was whack to me. It was like
I didn't even play it. I ain't even gonna lie.
yeah, like I don't. To me, I don't like.
Oh,
It's
Hellblade. I
hard.
mean, Hellblade.
You said, oh yeah, Hellblade ain't never came out. That shit been in development forever.
Yeah, it comes
That
out.
shit was probably that shit was
It
in
says it comes
development
out this
before.
year.
Well, so the Scalebound. So we'll see.
This just says
So the
it
Scalebound.
says it's coming to PS4 and Microsoft Windows. How the fuck is it coming to Microsoft? Is that what they call Xbox now? Microsoft Windows instead of Xbox? That's,
No, they call them. No, that's for like DirectX and shit.
yeah, but I'm saying it says the platforms is PS4 and Microsoft Windows. So they just use the higher of the two since PS4 is their biggest thing for Sony.
Yeah, it's probably not coming to
Oh, the
Xbox. It's probably
PS4.
just coming to Windows. It's probably coming to PC.
Nah, I don't see it.
I mean,
Just coming to Windows?
you would assume.
Maybe.
Yeah, you would assume because most games that do that, like Quantum Break-In, all the
Yeah.
others, they.
I know it's timed though. I know it's like a timed exclude. Like it goes to Sony first, and probably like 6 months later it goes to Xbox or some shit like that.
I can see that.
But it looks good. That should have looked dope on Scorpio.
Oh man, the Scorpio. When is that shit coming out?
Probably October. This is between probably late October, early November.
Oh man, you think this is a whole publicity stunt just so they can put it out on Scorpio, so they can put Scalebound on Scorpio?
Exclusively? I don't know. Maybe.
You gotta be shitting me.
Seems like a stretch.
You gotta be shitting me. Oh my god.
What? Fucking truck acting up?
I gotta. Nah, it's a fucking detour, man. Damn.
Oh.
See, the problem with when you drive a truck, detours can fuck you up because a truck can't go everywhere. Oh shit. I gotta deal with this stupid shit, man. I should have just stayed home, man.
Just don't be like Mauricio and knock over lights and shit.
Oh no, I ain't doing that. Yo, I know the funniest shit that happened. I was in New York. Yo, so I'm in Long Island. Boss sent me out to Long Island, which I hate going out to. It was fuck, and he sent me out there with like a 53-foot vehicle. So I'm out there and I'm coming to the dock and it's like super tight. So and they didn't have any place for me to pull in at that time. So I had to leave. So I waited at Dunkin' Donuts and they finally called me around. So I finally came back around. As I'm coming back around, I stopped on a car and it's like it got into an accident. So I asked the guy, I said, damn, what happened to you? I said, you got somebody hit you? He's like, yeah, it was a truck. I said, damn, that's fucked up. He said, yeah, don't worry. He said, it's cool. I know who did it though. I said, all right. I said, well, have a good day. I walked, I drove off. My boss gives me a call and says, did you hit somebody? I said, no. He said, well, I got a guy. He just called and he said, you hit him. I said, hold on. I said, I hit this guy. Who the fuck is this guy? So the guy that I drove past, for some reason, he assumed because I stopped and asked him, hit him. Now, mind you, his car, I'm on a one-way street. His car's on the left-hand side. I made a right-hand turn. How the fuck does my truck making a right hit the front of your car, hit the bumper of your car, and pull that shit left?
Well, Maybe he got a concussion. Didn't know what the fuck was going on.
No, what happened was the guy I was talking to was the boss. So the boss, he wasn't in the vehicle when it happened.
Got you.
And I guess the guy, and the fucked up part is, guess what type of car it was?
I don't know. What was it? Honda?
Fucking DOT traffic.
The fuck is that?
That's fucking DOT traffic is like, you know, the people that do the traffic signs and all types of shit like that.
Oh, I got you.
So the guy's talking about, yeah, we got him on camera. I said, yo, send the video over. They talking about, oh, it's going to take a week. Oh, it's going to take a couple of weeks. Couple of weeks, you work for DOT traffic. Why is it going to take a couple of weeks? Lo and behold, that motherfucker was full of shit. Somebody, either he fucked up or some shit happened. He lied to his boss and have to pay for the damages. But unfortunately for him, I'm a real nigga, and I ain't gonna let nobody put no blame on me for something that I ain't do. So fuck him. He probably got fired, but you know I got a job. Fuck him and his kids. I don't care.
He's fucking right.
Shouldn't have tried to lie on me. Shit, that ain't my problem. Don't lie on me, nigga. You got an issue because I've been in a couple accidents. That's how my boss knew. He was like, you know what? He's I believe you because anytime you get into an accident, you call me and be like, yeah, I got an accident. Many, but I think I got into one where they labeled the bridge too high, but it was actually shorter, and I like tapped it, which caused the trailer to bend a little bit in the front. Nothing crazy though.
Yeah.
But you know, but that being said, it's like, yo, take responsibility for your shit, man. And that kind of leads back into Scalebound. Fucking Platinum, take responsibility for your shit. You fucked up. You know what I mean? Take responsibility for it. Put out a press statement and say something. And I don't know what type of games that you guys are making that you have to go to fucking rehab after making a game. I never heard of that shit before. That shit is crazy.
I mean, I don't think it was the game itself. I think it was the workload, man. They just doing too much. I mean, you know, man. Like my thing is, you know what it was? To me, this is what it seems like it was. They tried to continue business as usual. They're probably used to doing about 7 games because they're smaller titles and they can pump them out like that. But then they talked to Microsoft and they're like, all right, we're going to do this game Scalebound. We didn't change anything that we were doing as far as, the way in which we make games. The only difference is now we're working with a Western company that's demanding us update constantly on the progression of the game. But they're probably used to taking time off on certain games to work on other games. But if you're getting a shit ton of money from Microsoft to make this game, you have to make that game priority. You can't sit there and, shoot yourself in the foot. Now, maybe they didn't give a fuck. Maybe they felt like, you know what? We're in Japan. They can't fuck with us. We'll just, we'll make it the way we want to make it, how fast we want to make it. And if it doesn't come out on time,
it don't come out, yeah.
Or they decide to cancel it. Fuck it, we still got their money. Like maybe that's what they said. Who knows?
I think that's the most plausible scenario, to be honest.
Yeah, so they felt like it's a win-win either way. We'll take a contract, whether or not we fulfill it. Who gives a shit? We get the money. And that shit happens all the time because you know what? When my girl used to work for the Nets, there was a company that the Nets had as a fucking design team. They paid this design team $100,000 for $400,000 for a year for one contract, and all they had to do was do alterations to the Brooklyn Nets logo for different applications that they were going to use it on, and they used to give the worst fucking designs. Like the shit was bad, son. The shit didn't even look like a fucking graphic design student did it. It looked like maybe like somebody who didn't even go to graphic design school. Now, like, don't get me wrong. The shit would be balanced. Everything would be like it wasn't like the design looked fucked up. It's just like it looked like they did minimal shit to it. It's like if somebody gave you an asset and they were like, all right, here. And then they were like, all right, give me some alterations for it. You give it back. And the shit is so minimal, people can't even see what the fuck you did. You'd be like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, what we did was we outlined this shit. Nigga, I'm paying you $100,000, $400,000 for you to do outlines, bitch. I want to redesign. What the fuck are you doing?
That's what
Oh
people don't
well,
understand. Like,
we yeah. So
I'm not paying. I'm not paying you to do something that I could do myself.
yeah,
Because I could have
that's
did
the
it
crazy
myself.
thing. The in-house team had to finish that shit. So they paid all that money to outsource that shit, and then the Nets in-house team had to redesign that shit. So they basically paid those motherfuckers to do nothing.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you know what? But you know what? They name is soiled now. Now no, ain't no, a lot of business because of that, and I think that's going to happen with Platinum. See, I had hope for Platinum. My big thing because I kept seeing them doing all of these license games. I really wanted them to do a comic game, like a Marvel type game.
Yeah.
My biggest hope was that they would that Sega would allow them to do the new Shinobi.
Yeah.
But obviously, the shit ain't gonna happen now because it's just like, come on, come on,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they
come
were thinking,
on,
man. That game
come on.
Scalebound should.
Oh my God, you a fucking retard? You don't understand what waving means? Yo, I swear to God, man, these niggas is retarded, bro. Like I'm waving my hand. Obviously, I can't move my truck if you in the fucking way, bitch. Move. Get out the way. Shit.
The spazzing on the fucking people on the road.
Bro, these niggas is retarded, bro.
Well, I mean, you gotta be used to that shit every day. You know, people do dumb shit all the time.
I'm tired of it, yo. I'm tired of the retardedness, man. And the crazy thing is, I work with people who really have mental illness, and they're smarter than a lot of the supposed normal people. So that's how I know normal don't mean shit. A lot of y'all motherfuckers is high functioning Asperger's. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. Between this and the shit I see on Twitter, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. You know the other crazy thing about Scalebound is the fact that I don't know if that shit would have made money, man.
Nah, it probably wouldn't. Because nobody, to be honest, even when I was like, okay, I want to fuck with Scalebound with so many people, even that was, I mean, Xbox, I was like, man, fuck this game. Don't give a fuck about that shit. Microsoft is a shooter console. It was a shooter console. People buy Xbox for shooters. You know, it was the primary console for Call of Duty. That's why a lot of Sony people always say Call of Duty is a piece of shit because Microsoft would get the exclusives first. Now that it's reversed and it's on Sony, everybody loves Call of Duty for some reason, even though it's the same game. It was on fucking, Microsoft's payroll, but now it's the bomb. And I see the same thing with Scalebound. A lot of people say, "Oh, Scalebound is a piece of shit," but now that it's canceled, people are like, "Oh, Sony's rubbing their hands. So Sony's going to get Scalebound." Why do you care? You said it was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. I didn't say it was a piece of shit. You did. That the game could possibly come out on Sony. You're excited. I do not understand. I do not understand why. Why would you be excited for a game that you think is shit?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I do not get it.
It's only shit when it's on Microsoft. That's what it is. It's only shit when it's on Microsoft.
Like games like Persona. I don't know nothing about Persona. I'm not excited about Persona. You know what I mean? If Persona was to come out on, because my thing is I didn't get it when it was on PlayStation. It's strictly okay. I'm a Microsoft guy. I only fuck with Microsoft, and it comes out on Microsoft. I would not get the game because I'm not interested in the game. So I don't care if it comes out on that platform. I am not interested. There's a lot of games on PlayStation that I'm just not interested. And I didn't buy them on PlayStation. I'm not going to buy them on fucking Xbox.
Yeah, like fucking what was that pirate game? Not pirate game, but it's called
Oh,
whatever that anime shit is. What's that? One Piece. One
oh,
Piece.
One Piece. Yo, One Piece is corny as fuck. Why do y'all like that shit? The animation is ugly as hell. It's all y'all like that goofy ass anime. I don't like that shit. Go watch Ninja Scroll. That's anime to me. Princess Mononoke. That's anime. All that other goofy shit y'all like. I mean, I would say my anime, my liking of goofy ass anime stops at Dragon Ball Z because there's certain shit in Dragon Ball Z that I'm like, okay, they're obvious tropes of anime, but you gotta remember, before we saw Dragon Ball Z, it had been out in Japan for 10 years. You know, and And the other anime show that I watched, because it was Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon. I used to watch Sailor Moon before school. I just watched it because it was on TV. It wasn't like I was like, it was amazing and shit. But, you know, back then, motherfuckers didn't really have cable like that. So it was like, you know, it was a cartoon, you watched it. You know, it was okay, but I never really was like impressed. But a lot of the goofy shit in the show, I realized a lot of that stuff translated into the modern anime. And I'm like, why? Why is this stuff still going on? Why? And that's when I realized this is a Japanese thing. This is not an American thing because all of their animes have it. And it's very weird. It's super weird. And even some of their films, I'm like, why the fuck is, I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Well, I don't know. We'll see, man. I mean, hopefully Microsoft has something to I'm pretty sure they're gonna show, but they're not gonna, like, people think they're gonna just panic and be like, you know what, look at all these games we're making right now. Like, no, they're not. They're gonna fucking destroy their E3 presser just because people are panicking over Scalebound, a game that they wanted to come out, but the devs fucked up.
No, let's be honest, nobody cared about Scalebound.
I mean,
a lot of people really
I was interested in it. I wanted to see the game. I thought it was gonna be good.
Nobody really, no. I'm saying nobody outside of people.
Oh, you mean non-hardcores? You talking about non-hardcore people?
Yeah, you would have to be a hardcore Xbox guy to even know what Scalebound is.
All right, I give you that. That's true.
I mean, you could be a casual gamer and not know what Scalebound is. That's what I'm saying. So these guys talking about, oh, Scalebound is fucked up. Now Microsoft is going to be up. Yes, all the hopes and dreams of Microsoft was weighing on Scalebound.
Yeah, nah.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
And then, but see, the thing is, people are like, well, what? They might cancel Crackdown. They might cancel Sea of Thieves. But the difference is, Sea of Thieves and Crackdown, these are first-party games. They're not canceling those games, and they're and both of those games are based on Microsoft's cloud technology that they have to show off. You know, so we know these games are coming. They're not going to cancel these games.
I'm gonna be honest. The only reason this shit happened is because they're in Japan. Because if this shit was being developed over here, Microsoft would easily be able to step into the office and be like, "Yo, this shit is shit." But it's like when you have to keep getting constant feedback from somebody showing you a video, or you got to go on a fucking plane and travel halfway across the world just to see what's going on. They can hide. They can mask, you know, the bullshit a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. My thing is, like, we act like this is brand new. This shit has been happening in entertainment for a long time. It's been it happens in films too. You know what I mean? But like I said, I would rather the game not come out than to have another situation like E.T., where you know you just take all these games and fucking shit and you got to throw them in a fucking landfill just to go.
Yeah.
That's right, nigga. I said E.T. I'm up on my video game lore and shit. Y'all see a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't know shit. I'm a real gamer. I've been doing this shit since way back. Since before niggas had a record deal and shit. So y'all don't know that reference and shit. That's from Nas, nigga. I know y'all. That's from Illmatic. I know y'all probably never heard that shit neither. Like, who is Nas? Who is that guy?
Nas. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's the guy that's not Jay-Z. That's who he is. He's the other guy that's not Jay-Z. Anyway.
Yeah, man.
Where the fuck am I supposed to? Ain't this some shit? They just fucked my whole shit up.
Yeah, but I'm thinking. So we all right. So we got obviously Scalebound has been shelved, just like what was that game? Fucking Fable Legends and. What was the other game? And Quantum, the remake or the not remake, the whatever, the newer version of Phantom Dust, because I think they're just doing a Phantom Dust remaster now.
Okay, now Phantom Dust. Nobody ever played Phantom Dust, boy. It's like the game that everybody heard was good, but they never played it and shit. It's like that one chick. It's like that one chick in high school who you heard was a slut, but nobody really fucked her.
Yeah, right. You'd be like, yeah, I know somebody who fucked her. Who? Well, I don't remember his name. Like, what? But he said it. He said he
Yeah,
fucked.
my man said he hit it back in the day, in third grade. Yo, what's up?
Just back up, and if you gotta go next, then I go, then you go.
Okay, yeah.
And what you do is, after you back up, go inside and check in. Tell them you don't got a door yet.
Okay, I'm gonna just wait on the street. On the street.
Yeah,
I
but
got no place to go. This shit is tight as hell.
yeah, but the shit is like, you know.
This shit, God damn, this shit tighter than Young Thug's pants. God, this shit is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but so what I'm thinking, all right, so we got what? So we're basically down one game from this year's lineup.
Oh my God, Scalebound, what are we gonna do?
Well, you still got Crackdown, you still got Sea of Thieves, you still have Cuphead, you still have State of Decay.
Yo, you know what I like about Cuphead? I'm gonna say this shit. Cuphead was supposed to be a boss run game, right?
Yeah.
But because people loved it so much, and I kept saying, damn, I was like, it's kind of like a missed opportunity, because you could make it like a man and shit like that. They actually listened and created like levels and shit like that, which I like. I'm like, you know what? That's cool. Because they didn't have to do that. They could have just been like, fuck y'all.
Well, Microsoft put money behind it. That's why because it was supposed to come out 2 years ago, but they decided to make it something bigger than what it was, like a hardcore Mario type game.
I've never seen that art style before, and if you say you've seen that shit in a video game, like to that level, you're a motherfucking liar. That shit has never happened before. That shit looks amazing.
Yeah, well, because it's all hand drawn. Like they literally drew that shit by hand. They didn't even do that shit in the computer. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, I did. Oh damn, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they literally went back and did it straight old school. That's why it took so long.
That's a beautiful fucking game, man. That shit made me want to start drawing again. And then I forgot that I was trash at drawing and shit.
Yeah, like to me, I don't know if that's a system seller, but it's definitely something that you should have in your library if you have an Xbox. It's definitely a game that everybody should have.
To me, that's on the same level as Scalebound's notability. And that's what people not understanding. Like if Cuphead was to get canceled, motherfuckers want to be like, oh shit, fucking Cuphead. Like, half of y'all don't know what that game is. But because it's in the news, y'all pretending like y'all know what Scalebound is. Y'all don't fuck with Scalebound. Y'all wasn't gonna get that game. You're sitting here lying and shit. And you look stupid. That's the crazy thing. You look stupid talking about, yes, it's over for Microsoft. They lost Scalebound. But like I said before, people forget how much money Microsoft has. Let me make everybody privy to the conversation we had last night between Microsoft and Sony. The only reason Microsoft ain't busting Sony's ass is because of the monopoly that they were into years ago when they had to split the company up. If it wasn't for that, they would fuck Sony up. Got no money. Now, a lot of y'all niggas don't understand that because y'all video game guys and y'all don't look at anything past video games. Sony is in big trouble. Why do you think fucking Spider-Man and how do you think Spider-Man got into Civil War? It to happen. They're fucked up. You know what I mean? Sony is fucked up right now. But they not letting you know that. As far as because people only look at console sales, so they think, oh, the console is selling well. They are down. They are in the red with motherfucking money, dog. They're fucked up. Microsoft can buy Sony 3 times over if they wanted to. If they really wanted to shit on them, they could just go to every Japanese developer whose dick y'all sucking, payroll and be like, yo, that game is exclusive to Microsoft now. And you say, oh, they wouldn't sell. They wouldn't sell. Let me tell you something, man. Do something for some money. But if I pull $1 billion out my pocket, I'm pretty sure I can make your girlfriend suck my dick.
Yeah, she'd be like, man, I don't even like dicks with herpes on it, but I'll suck this one.
Not saying that joke was I don't have herpes on my dick, but we're just saying.
Yeah, if you did, it don't matter how fucked up. Your shit could be mangled, tied into a fucking knot, herpes, AIDS dripping off the front. She'd be like, you know what? It's a risk I'm willing to take.
You gotta think. A woman somewhere in the world has sex with Flavor Flav. You know what I mean?
Shit, a woman somewhere in the world still having sex with fucking what's his name? Charlie Sheen and shit.
Yeah, a
And
bitch.
that motherfucker is known to have what's he got? HIV, AIDS, whatever the fuck he has. He has one of them shits.
That motherfucker Charlie Sheen got AIDS and bitches.
And he's still fucking bitches. This is
and
crazy.
you know why? Because he's paying. Because
Yeah.
he's paying.
Because he got money and his dick is worth the risk. I know. They was like, man, you fuck Charlie Sheen? Yeah, this shit was scary, but you know what? That motherfucker paid me.
That's what I'm saying, motherfucker. You said you're mad. Look at their face. They mad right now.
They salty.
They gonna go cry in the car. But it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the same thing with like people always talk about Disney and shit. Disney and certain other companies or whatever. Disney has a shit ton of money. If they really wanted to, like with the competition that people are like, oh, they're having a competition with this company. No, they not. Competition with nobody. Them motherfuckers own ESPN.
Yeah.
Can I say more? Do I need to say more? They own fucking ESPN and ABC. That alone is ridiculous. Besides all the other shit that they fucking own. Niggas own Touchstone Pictures. Fucking at one point they own the Miramax, Magnavox. Like, come on, man. So if Microsoft really wanted to get down and dirty, I could tell you exactly how Microsoft could fuck up the competition, but they're not going to do it because they're avoiding a monopoly. If they really wanted to, they could go to Sega and say, listen, because Microsoft developed the architecture for the guts for the Dreamcast, and they also helped them with the whole online component. So each other. If they wanted to, they could be like, listen, you want to get some revenge on Sony for burying you? Yo, we want all your first-class titles. And then in between all of Microsoft's big AAA titles, they put out fucking remakes. Not HD remakes. I mean, talking about full remakes of fucking Streets of Rage, Vector Man, fucking Golden Axe, a whole new Sonic, Fantasy Star, all types of shit. They would fuck Sony up. They would be fucking. And if you say that shit would not fuck Sony up, you're a liar. You are a liar. You're a motherfucking liar. Because you know damn well it would. If Microsoft had access, if Microsoft dropped a Shinobi remake, come on, man. Come on, dog.
That should be crazy.
What? It would be a wrap, and that's just one game. And then the Gunstar Heroes, and Alter Beasts, and you know what I mean, all this other shit. Come on, man. Oh shit.
Yeah, this is the truth, man. Like it's some shit that people don't want to hear, man. Some shit that people don't want to hear.
Stop cock riding, man.
You know?
I understand y'all like Sony. Sony got some good games. I get it. But the problem is y'all thinking on top because they're doing something magical. The only reason they're on top is because Microsoft is letting them. They're letting them play. Matter of fact, say that analogy you said yesterday about that Mega Man shit. That's the movie. You gotta. Yo.
Yeah.
You said yesterday about the Mega Man shit.
Oh, the shit where it's like, all right, so I mean, most of y'all, if y'all seen Mega Man is basically like a movie about a villain that has to invent a good guy in order to continue being a supervillain. You know, otherwise he loses his purpose, you know, in the world that he created. And that's basically what happened with, you know, fucking Apple. You know, the government was trying to rip Microsoft apart, and Apple basically folded. So Microsoft funded the rebuild of Apple, so it became what it is today. Like when after Apple folded and Jobs was gone, it wasn't until Microsoft refunded it and then got Jobs back that Apple became what it is. You know, but before then, Apple was fucking done. That shit was done. Shit was on a respirator. The shit was fucking straight up gone. But like sometimes you got to play the part of the villain in order to fucking be able to keep doing the shit that you want to do. So why do you think Microsoft isn't like? I mean, come on, man, they got money. I mean, yes, they're on a budget, but it's not like they can't go past what their budget is. Yeah, they could just throw money to fucking advertisers like it's a fucking strip club and these motherfuckers is hoes. But it's like, one, what's the point in doing that? And two, it's like sometimes it's better just to be sitting back. Because I mean, look, man, as long as their consoles sell, they don't give a fuck what place they in. They always in first place. Sony can sell all the fucking games. They have the fucking Havoc engine. All those games give them money. They don't give a shit. Doesn't matter what Sony sells.
That thing about they went into debt just to get into the console wars. So
yeah.
So they went into debt and to get into the console wars, and they stayed in it, and they didn't complain. They not
like the funny thing is people talk about, like, especially with Microsoft exclusives coming to PC and whatnot, they act like that's a big fucking deal. It's not a big fucking deal. Why? Because Microsoft also sells their software to other, proprietary hardware for, like, use on whatever. So, look, Microsoft you got Windows that's on Microsoft hardware, and you got Windows on other people's hardware. Shit doesn't matter to them. As long as they're getting fucking paid, they don't give a shit. Like, sometimes people just don't look at the bigger picture. It's all about option with them now. They realize, yes, we made a lot of money, basically forcing people to get our shit exclusively here, and here, but we can make even more money fucking making it open for them to get. Because look at it this way. As much as people say they don't like Windows and all that shit, you could say, oh, you know what? Fuck Windows. I'm just going to go Linux. Yeah, you could do that. But who are you going to fucking work with? Who are you going to get to work for you? Say if you have your own company. That means you have to reteach everybody that works at that company how to fucking operate Linux, when damn near everybody knows how to use Windows. It's just not practical. It's not a practical. It just doesn't make much sense in order to, fucking go all crazy and be like, oh, well, fuck my Microsoft. I'm gonna just use, Linux and shit like that. So the same thing runs for, them using their games. Yes, they can force you to buy an Xbox if they keep all their exclusive titles on there. But the question is, what's the point? Like, what's the point in doing that if they can make just as much money bringing it to PC for people that want to play on PC? It is what it is. But this Scalebound thing, look, man, it's hot topic today, but it won't be shit tomorrow because people move on. People just move on. To see that game, come. I was really, really interested in seeing that game. The thing is, it's like, if it's not good, I didn't want a fucking broken game. If it, like, I didn't want Scalebound at any means necessary. Be like, oh, Scalebound, we got it. It's a broken piece of shit, but at least we got it. Like, no, I didn't want that shit like that. And there's no guarantee that Platinum was gonna make a good game. They already spent 4 years and the shit wasn't working. Then there's no guarantee that the shit would be working another 4 years from now. It's just, there's no guarantee. So, it is what it is. But I'm about to head out, man. I gotta, get started on some other shit. Plus, it's about that lunchtime, so I'm hungry as fuck. But this is your boy Livewire, and thanks for watching. And I'm out this bitch, baby. Peace.